I am back. It is still May 7th, 2024, but I hope you guys have had a great day. Now, this is a show to highlight Robert De Niro. So let's get into it. And this is for Trump. I'm doing this all for Trump because of the recent interview that Robert De Niro did called Pure Evil, referring to Trump as pure evil. So we're going to get into it. Now, before I do, let's start with our president, Donald Trump. We're going to go over his latest video that came out a few hours ago, I think. So just to recap, he had his court today, and Stormy Daniels actually took the stand, blah, blah, blah. So we're just going to highlight and see what's going on with Trump right now. We're going to go over some things. So his latest post on Instagram, here we go. I'm going to read it for you in case you didn't see it yet. So this witch hunt is false ancient history that was fully agitated by the voters in the 2016 presidential contest. It only has to do with the contest interference and trying to help crooked Joe Biden get elected because he cannot do it by himself. Plus, he's fake and it's not really him. It is a vicious attack by the Soros-backed DA, Alvin Bragg, in strict coordination with the DOJ and the White House on Biden's political opponent himself, Donald J. Trump. It is illegal, unconstitutional, and strictly third world country. So, love it. Love his energy. He's got all the caps going on and the exclamation points. So, that was a post that he made. And then also, we're going to go to his video. There's a video of him coming out of the courthouse. So let's go over that one too. Here we go.
The country is on fire. There are protests all over the country. I've never seen anything like this. Many graduation ceremonies are being canceled. They canceled, as you know, in Colombia, they're canceling a lot of them. And we have a president that just refuses to talk because he can't talk. You know that. So does everyone else. Some of the statements made about this witch hunt on CNN, fake news CNN, Michael Moore said the proof of falsifying records has not been accomplished. On Good Morning America, they said, we heard that expense payments to lawyers are legal expenses. You pay a lawyer expense payments. We didn't put it down as construction costs, the purchase of sheetrock, the electrical cost. The legal expense that we paid was put down as legal expense. There's nothing else you could say. You don't have to put down anything, I guess. But we put down legal expense was legal expense. Is that a correct statement, Mr. Attorney? And everyone's saying, oh, gee, that's the fraud. That's what they're trying to get us on. The fact that we call a legal expense. They marked it down in the books. The check was signed. And the other thing, this was approved by all agencies. Everybody saw this. There was nothing being hidden at all. That's what they're all writing now. There's been nothing hidden. And it went through agencies, and I guess it went through the IRS also. It went through IRS. It went through the FEC. It went through everything. Also, NBC Today showed the challengers that there is no smoking gun, no email or tape to prove the president's intent. They don't have a way to prove that. That's NBC Today show. And then Fox News, Katie Cherkasky, said that the gag order is unconstitutional, which of course it is. The gag order is unconstitutional. So with all that's going on, they have no case. Every single legal scholar that I see, I mean, maybe there's somebody out there, some whack job, but virtually everyone that I've seen has said there's absolutely no case. It's a case that shouldn't have been brought. The previous DA wouldn't bring it. Bragg didn't want to bring it, and he brought it because I'm running in number one place. This all comes out of the White House and crooked Joe Biden. This comes from the White House, and it's all Biden because it's an attack on his political opponent. That hasn't happened in this country. It does happen in third world countries, but it hasn't happened in this country, and it's a shame. And the trial is a very unfair trial. It's a very, very unfair trial. The good news is they have nothing. Thank you.
Why is it unfair?
So that was good. I love it. I love his just his presence is awesome. So he's bringing it. Trump's bringing it for sure. So well said by our president for sure. Everything I feel is going to wrap up soon. I don't think they're going to drag it out even any longer, for much longer. But hey, this show today, let's get into it. So I'm doing this for the normies that still think that Robert De Niro is cool and have, maybe didn't see everything that he was involved in that came out in 1998. So I am going to remind everybody and those that have no idea the truth about Robert De Niro. So here, let me recap this. So this was just, I don't know, maybe Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure, but I'm going to play a little recap. I will stop it because we're not going to listen to all of it. We're not going to give him all that energy, but I will expose him. So it's a good reminder for the normies out there that may be fans of Robert De Niro and some of his movies. Maybe they'll stop watching him and supporting him because he's definitely evil. If anyone is evil, he is. So here we go.
Some consequences because, as you've said before, this guy's a con artist and he's gotten away with it for years.
No, he's more than that to me. He's sick. He is really, genuinely a sick person that somehow has been allowed into our system. And I'm tired of calling him names. He just can't be anywhere near the office of the presidency.
You've played a lot of bad guys. Would you ever play Donald Trump?
Never. There's nothing about him. There's not one redeeming thing in him that I can see ever. It's funny. I was just thinking that he actually became president. He could have done good things. Instead, he had to do it all wrong.
All right, that's enough airtime for him. But yeah, so let's remind everybody about 1998. I'm going to share screen again. Here we go. So in 1998, I actually have a banner on this, the actual facts too. So 1998, he was, wait, what happened here? Screen sharing was canceled. Hold on a second. They're trying to. All right, I'm back. I think they're messing with me. All right, so let me share screen and also my banner because it has real facts here. So 1998, De Niro leading a sex ring offering the underaged to his fellow elites, Hollywood elites. He is a ring leader. I don't really have to pull cards on that, but we will pull cards on other things and just see the overall energy and see what he's involved in now. Also, is he already taken out and was that like a clone version of him? Or, things of that nature. We'll look into that. But here's the facts. He is a very sick freak, Robert De Niro. So for him to call anybody sick, wow, right? And also, Denzel Washington, he turned him down. He was offered a lot of money, $100 million, to work with Robert De Niro and to work with Disney. But Denzel doesn't play like that. He's not a dirty, bad person. And I have done an investigation on Denzel Washington, so he is definitely in the clear. He's good. But yeah, that goes to show you as well. It says Denzel Washington turns down a lucrative $100 million offer from Disney and to also co-star with Robert De Niro, bluntly calling him a creepy old man. And also there's a movie that Robert De Niro did called, I think it was called something Grandpa, Dirty Grandpa or something. Like there's many things that were revealed throughout his career. And as you've noticed, there hasn't been anything new from him either because nobody wants to work with him. But yeah, he's a very dirty, sick freak type of guy for sure. So feel free to throw some questions in the chat if you would like me to pull some cards regarding De Niro and also associated elites of his, friends of his. So if you would like, go for it. And yeah, that's true. 11 Melisande 11. Yes, Of course. And I found that, and you guys can find that show still. It's over on Beyond Mystic on Rumble. You can type in Denzel Washington under, you have to go to Beyond Mystic, but you can find it still. I did a whole show on Denzel. He is good. Yes, the dark tried to get to him as well, but he didn't give in like that. It was around him, but he didn't go into that. So that's good. But definitely De Niro, he is a ringleader, very sick, twisted freak for sure. And normally I'm not, I'm not in attack mode at all. So I'm not doing that. But what I'm doing is I'm sticking up for our president. And also I'm trying to get the information out there for those that are new that might cross that interview and, kind of buy into De Niro's, what he's saying. But it's not good and it's not even true. And he's the sick freak. So he's got it all twisted. But this show is purposely for, and that's what these Hollywood shows are for awakening the younger ones that have no idea, right? They might watch some cool movies, funny movies, and really like them, but they need to be exposed and they need to learn. The young out there needs to learn that these people are sick freaks. Most of them. Yes, I would say about 90% of them. There's a very small percent that are good, like Denzel. We've got Mel Gibson. Kevin Costner actually did a show on him, and I did a big investigation. He's good too. He's working closely with Mel Gibson on a movie currently right now. And I do believe it will expose some things. So we have a lot in store, a lot coming. And these Hollywood shows I'm going to do more often, because there is a younger audience that's coming across this channel that are subscribing. I will also be on another channel coming very soon on the 27th. It's called The Flying Chariots. It's a younger crowd. It's a younger audience that's over there about UFOs and also exposures. I'm not sure if they do Hollywood stuff, but yeah, it's exposures about UFOs and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun. But there is an audience of the younger crowd, 20s, 30s, that are awakening, and 40s. But yeah, it's a different audience. So I will be more so kind of focusing on them as well as our current audience too. So that is why you will see me doing a variety of different types of shows. So that's what I'm doing here. But that's the whole purpose of this show. We are trying to expose Robert De Niro for being the sick freak that he is. And he needs to stop bashing our President Trump. He doesn't want America to be saved. He's someone that is for death to America because he is for Biden. So very evil, this guy. But anyways, I'm going to look in the chat and I'm going to take some of your questions. I'm going to stop sharing that evil person's face, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm going to get into it. We're going to pull some cards. And also, let's take a look if I have anything else. Yeah, there was another thing I was going to hold up, but it would have been a little hazardous for YouTube. So we won't do that. Thank you guys so much for the comments in there. So let me see if there's anybody. Hope W has a question. When will we see these creeps in Hollywood fade away? So from my findings, and a lot of you have also researched, and on other channels, other readers too, we've found that most of them have already been taken out. All right, but they do have a control thing. So Hollywood, yes, they would promise them the fortune and the fame, and they would take their soul. They would sell their soul. So that's what most of them did. About 90% of them did that. So therefore, clones were made. They also made agreements to go into, it's almost like a bed type of thing. It looks sort of like a med bed, but it's not. But they promised them to keep them young and to keep them healthy and beautiful and blah, blah, blah. So they get into these beds. They look just like a med bed. They get into them and they clone them. They turn them into AI. They turn them into different types of things. So that is real, and that is something that we found. But a lot of the Hollywood actors that you'll see them. For instance, one that I just recently, it was very hard to watch, and I had to turn it off. The most current Elvis movie that they made, which was terrible, honestly. Specifically, Tom Hanks, you can totally tell because he's been taken out. He's already gone. All right, so most of them are gone, but you could totally tell that that was an AI generated version of him, you know, so they're still trying to act like they're present, but they're not. But then there are a lot of clones out there as well, and I do believe the guy that played Elvis was a clone, was not a real guy. So that's just one. I mean, most of the movies right now, if they're coming out, the most recent ones, they're all clones. They're all AI generated. It's all fake. So when will we see these creeps, such as Robert De Niro, these sick ones that have abused and traffic ing of the littles? Will we see or hear of it? How about we reword this as, will we hear this publicly that they've been done away with? So how about that? Let's try that one. Here we go. Whoa. We've got the Hermit card. We've got the Five of Wands. Hopefully you guys could see that. And we have the Ten of Wands. So there's completion. Now the Five of Wands next to the Hermit card, it's still being hush-hush on who is gone, who's been already taken out. So for a public announcement of who's been taken out, that's what we're trying to find out. Looks like it's still being disclosed. So hold on, let's take a look. There needs to be a completion of something, it looks like, first. So let's see, can we get a time frame on when? Zodiac time frame. When will we hear a public thing about these Hollywood dirty elites being taken out? Here we go. We have the High Priestess. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. So we are going to hear it, but it looks like there's no real time frame coming through. We have air and we have fire. Is it in 2024? Yes or no? Nine of Cups. Yes, it is in 2024. Eight of Swords in reverse. I don't believe that any of this torturous activity is still happening. Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Five of Swords in reverse. So the baddies are no longer in operation. So that's very good to see. In 2024, this year, yes, we will hear public, it will be public knowledge that they've been taken out, the dirty elites, like Celine Dion, like this guy, De Niro, and so many other. There's so many more. Katy Perry, I see in the chat. Yep, she's one of them too. Terrible. Very dirty, dark person for sure. There's a lot of them. I mean, most of them are. I mean, we could do shows for years on these people, but we're not gonna. But they're definitely. Janice Manuel, you want to know about Tom Selleck. So yeah, let's take a look. I've been asked that one pretty randomly. So let's take a look and see. Tom Selleck, is he good? You're just asking for your mom. That's awesome. Yeah, well, you're asking for my mom too, because I think she had a crush on him for a while. So let's take a look. Tom Selleck, good or evil? Here we go. Queen of Cups energy. Two of Cups, collaboration energy. Knight of Swords in reverse. Ooh, so that's not good because he's in collaborations. Now there's Queen of Cups is a nurturing emotional stability. So I think when he first got into the business, he was good at first, but it looks like he entered collaborations. The Knight of Swords is not good in reverse in this question because this is showing me that he did not fight back against it. He didn't go against it. It's in reverse, so it's a reverse meaning. A Knight of Swords would take action and fight. If it's in reverse, that means there is no fight. He didn't fight back. He went with it. He collaborated. So I would say that he is not on the up and up. He's not good. And that's just what's coming through right away here. Here's another one from Vicky Dold. Here we go. Thank you for your question. It has been announced that Bruce Willis will no longer take roles because of his dementia. Is that true or a cover-up for his removal? Very well put. Thank you. You wrote your question out perfectly. So let's take a look. Is it true that Bruce Willis will no longer take roles because of his dementia? Or is that just a cover-up for his removal? Here we go. 10 of Wands. So that's a sign. 10 of Wands is a sign of completion, but it's also a sign of being taken out. So hold on. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I would say that it's not true. And that, yes, it is a cover-up for his removal because there's completion. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It wouldn't be an honest thing happening here. It wouldn't be honest communication. 9 of Wands. Let's see what that's about. We've got the Moon card. The Moon card can mean deceit and lies, confusion, illusion, all those kinds of things, right? So yeah, I would say he's already taken out, and that is just a cover-up for his removal. Yep, definitely. And you're going to hear more of those, I think, too. I think that there's going to be a lot more disclosure like that, and we're going to know because we know who's dark. We can tell. We know who's elites, and they're all connected. But I think there's going to be more of that, of so-and-so's sick or so-and-so can't act anymore, or all those kinds of excuses to cover up the removal of them. I do believe that. Let's take a look. Lisa Victoria, George Michael was your first boyfriend. Even though you never spent time alone with him, he was your boyfriend. That's really cute, Lisa. And I did a show on George Michael as well. You guys can find that on Beyond Mystic too on Rumble. He was good. He was a good guy. And they painted him to look so bad. Okay, but that was not true. Let's take a look. I'm going to look for more in the chat here. Kurt Russell. Let's do that one. Kurt Russell. One of the few good ones, question mark. Let's take a look. Kurt Russell. Has he ever been involved in the dirty, slimy darkness of Hollywood? Here we go. Six of Wands. Well, there you go. That's a big yes, okay? 8 of Pentacles and the Hermit card. So, yeah, there's a lot of dark hidden secrets with him. We have the 8 of Wands. And if you've noticed, a lot of them, such as Kurt Russell, kind of, you know, their fame really took off. And I believe he started out really young in Hollywood. And, yeah, I sense that they got a hold of him a long time ago. So, yeah. 5 of Pentacles, they held him back. They've got the Hierophant. So, yeah, they took a hold on him when he was young. Yeah. I don't sense that he's actively doing anything now that's nasty, but definitely in the hype of his career. When they're really famous and they're really taken off, yeah, definitely. That's when I sense it for him. But let's take a look. See what else is out there. These are good guys. And also at the bottom of this video, you know, the real comment section, feel free to leave your requests for a full show. I do want to address a lot of these. Patrick Swayze, you can find that episode too. I also did that episode on Beyond Entertainment on Rumble over there at Beyond Mystic. So you can find that episode. He's a good one. He's one of the good ones. Yes, he started out young as well, but he had nothing dark whatsoever in the investigation that we did. And a lot of you will remember that because a lot of you were there when I did that show. So yeah, you can find that one as well. I did quite a few before I left in November, so there's quite a few out there. Michael Jackson as well, I think was my first show out there. But yeah, you can find a bunch of them on there. But I'm looking through the chat right now, and I'll pull some more up. I love all your questions. You guys are funny. And I want to say happy birthday out there. Shout out to Patrice, because I know it's your birthday, and I meant to say it on the morning show. A happy birthday. Let's take a look. And thank you so much, Brenda Starlin, for your super sticker. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very so much for all your support. Here's another one. So this singer, I'm not familiar with it. So is it Eva Cassidy? So let's see. Did she fake her own death? Let's take a look. Did Eva Cassidy fake her own death? Here we go. And then we'll move on. I see someone else on there too. The Empress, the Temperance, the World. I do believe she did, but she wanted a new beginning. She wanted out. And I think possibly because she felt threatened. She's got a beautiful energy. She has Temperance and the Empress she started out with. So even from the beginning of her career, beautiful energy, and she kept her, but tried to keep her balance, I think. But I do think there's an interference and she had to get out. This is an ending and a new beginning with the World card. So yeah, she faked her own death. She wanted out. And that's great. That's fine. But yeah, that was an easy one. That came through right away. So let's keep going here. I saw another one. Let's take a look. Goldie Hawn, I think we're going to check on next. Yep, let's check on Goldie Hawn since we did Kurt. Might as well, right? Here we go. So Goldie Hawn, is she good? Let's take a look. Ace of Wands. So that's just when she started out because we're doing the very past, okay? The Seven of Wands. The King of Swords. I think, okay, so what I'm getting from this, I think she did try to avoid it with the Seven of Wands energy, but the Ace of Wands being there, it's almost like she was an easy target with the King of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Queen of Swords in reverse. Something about her, I don't know, someone that was in charge of her. Yeah, I kind of feel like she had someone kind of owning her career, controlling her. So she went along with it, is what I'm getting. The Fool card. Yeah. So yeah, she was involved as well. Yep, definitely. As many of them are. Many of them, all of them, are promised fame, fortune, all of it. Glam, stay young forever, all that stuff. So yeah, they give in. It's sad, but they do. I'm going to take a couple more and then we will wrap up. Vicky Dold, yes, I did. Kevin Costner, yes, I did a full episode on him. He is good. He turned out to be very good. Yep. Here's another one, a popular singer, especially in the younger, I know the younger generation's all about this guy, Luke Combs, country singer. Let's see, is he any good? Is he on the up and up? Here we go. Ace of Swords. So he started out good. He's got the Six of Swords. Ooh, he's got the Seven of Swords. So that's not too bad though yet. It's not like the traffic ing stuff. This is more about he was offered something. So hold on. Six of Cups. Judgment card. Decision. Justice. So no, I don't believe he's involved in any of the traffic ing, but from a business standpoint for the music industry, I think they were trying to take from him. They were being unfair to him. And I honestly feel his career, he's going to go a different direction because of that. There's a lot of control around him. So no, he's not evil or bad, but he's being controlled, but he's trying to get out of it. So he's trying to get away from the control of the music industry. Yeah. So that's a relief because I know a lot of people out there like him. So at least he's not evil. Let's take a look. I saw something else too. You guys are just on fire with your questions. I love it. Shout out to Tony. No, I did not get my P.O. box yet, but I will. I will get it soon. I guess I act more like a Gemini at times, and there's so much I want to do. And I just haven't done it yet, but I have a big list for sure. That's on it. Let's take a look. So Kelly Clarkson, that's a fun one. Let's do it. So I know a lot of you requested a full show on her, but let's do it right here, right now. Kelly Clarkson, dark, evil, or okay. Here we go. All right, so Seven of Swords here. Then we have the Hanged Man. So look, she already started out. So what, her American Idol days? American Idol days, that was all set up. And most of all the reality shows are all put on. That's not reality. The Hanged Man and the Star card. She definitely is involved. definitely involved in some darkness to rise to the amount of fame that she is at. Okay, let's take a look. The High Priestess. She did lose popularity though. 9 of Cups. Sun card in reverse. Yeah. So there was an attempt to get even more popular, but it looks like they didn't follow through with her. She wanted more, and they didn't follow through with their end of the deal. So yeah, it looks like she went bad for no reason because it didn't carry through. She did get famous, yes, with the American Idol stuff, and that was all put on and staged, but it didn't follow through. What did she get? A talk show, I think? You know, that's about all that she's at right now. But yes, she is dark. She's involved. Let's see what else is out there. Let's see. Carrie Underwood's been a popular request, so Dragonfly 5D. Let's check that one out. I like your handle name. That's cool. And the picture. Beautiful. Here we go. Carrie Underwood. Dark or good? Here we go. Well, there you go. 3 of Swords. Another American Idol one. Here we go. 5 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Pentacles. So her cards aren't very good either. So she's definitely involved. Death card. Toxic energy. 2 of Wands. You know, and I feel like, yeah, with the 8 of Cups. So her contract kind of died. That's the Death card. So she made a deal with the devil, but then her contract died, literally. 2 of Wands and then the 8 of Cups. So that's kind of why you don't see her much anymore. But yep, 8 of Cups. I feel like something else went on and they didn't agree with it and she got cut off somehow. So yeah, she's dark and then she didn't even get her end of the deal. So, which most of them don't. But yeah, dark for her too. Let's see. Yeah, Lisa Victoria, that's correct. I believe that too. There's a lot of body doubles, of course. And then Ellen DeGeneres, such a dark, dark person for sure. Yeah, very dark. Rosie O'Donnell, another one. I don't like her. Trump doesn't like her either. But yeah, definitely. RC, that's true. The young women and the men, of course, they're the men too. They didn't stand up for themselves. They went right along with it. Yeah, they make a deal with the devil and they lose. And some of them actually do have talent, but they just ruin everything with that, with the deals they make. It's unfortunate, but you got to have a strong, you have to be strong and you can't give in. Let's see. Question. Willie Nelson, is he a black hat? Ooh. Let's take a look. So Willie Nelson. Let's take a look. Eight of Swords. Well, his cards aren't very good either. I would say he is a black hat. He's getting the 3 of Swords. He's getting like Carrie Underwood cards. 5 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Swords. He went through a lot of betrayal from others. So yeah, he made a deal as well. And then they betrayed him. There's the 3 of Cups. It looks like currently he's out of the picture. He's not really dealing with the dark guys. The World card. There is an ending and a new beginning here. But yeah, he's been dark. Yep. For sure. All right. Well, I think guys, this is a wrap. This was just an extra show. I had to do it because I saw that interview, just a little bit of it, and I got really irritated that he was saying that about our president. So I'm like, I've got to do a show on him and remind everyone about Robert De Niro and how sick and twisted he is. So anyways, tomorrow, you guys, remember, and I'm going to pull a screen. So tomorrow I'm doing the show on JFK and what really happened with JFK and the whole story. So we're going to investigate that. I'm going to work on that tonight and do some more research, but it's going to be a great show. That's at 3 o'clock tomorrow in the afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you that are new and you don't know where to find me for a personal reading, you'll want to go to arcanashores.net. Okay, so I have a special right now. 60-minute Zoom readings are only at $144. I'm keeping my prices very doable, very affordable. $144, so you're always going to see angel numbers with me. But yes, so that's for a Zoom reading at $144, 1 hour, 60 minutes. And also, always, I'm going to just keep it the 4-question express readings, so they are so fun. So you send in 4 questions and I make you a customized video asking, you guys ask me whatever you want and I just answer them back and make you a video like this. But yeah, only $50 express reading, and that's for 4 questions, all at arcanashores.net. I will never approach you or solicitate. That's the only place that you can schedule a personal reading. So that's where you can find me, as well as right here every day. Except for this week, Thursday and Friday, I will not be on. But anyways, I will see you guys. I'll be back on in the morning and then again at 3 o'clock. Now for tomorrow morning, if you have any questions about your cities and states, your geography, wherever you are, and let's ask the questions on that. So we're going to do homelands tomorrow. I'll put the thumbnail up and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. You guys have a great rest of your day and go manifest, set intentions. It's the new moon tonight. Have a good one, guys. Bye.